Hey guys, thanks for clicking on my video. Today I'm going to be doing a trying new products. Some of these products I've played with already, and some I haven't. And I haven't really kind of put a full look together with these things. I wanted to do this with you guys in front of me. The first are these little clips. I was in New York and I got these at Ricky's. They also have like the butterfly ones that I typically wear. And I added these into my kit and there were like a pack of 4. And they work and I love them. And this is like their Ricky's like little squeeze tube little logo. So the first thing I'm going to test out is actually a foundation. I already put on a primer, so or I put on the Embryo Release moisturizer, which kind of acts like a primer, and the one that I used in that one was the Hydro Matte. So that one's specifically for people with oily skin. It keeps you matte longer. Foundation I'm going to be using is the Re-marc-able foundation. I got a sample, but still I wanted to try it first. I hardly ever go into a Sephora. There's just one like downtown, and there's one like in a really like in an area which I like, but it has like crappy parking, so I never like really just like walk in. There's Ultas everywhere, so I'm always at an Ulta. So anyways, this was a foundation that the guy helped me color match myself. It's the color Honey Deep, and a girl was telling me about this and she's like, oh my gosh, you just need a little bit. And I was like, are you sure? And she's like, yes, I need you to go get a sample. And the boy was kind of rude about it, but he made me a sample reluctantly. I thought they're supposed to be cool about it. So I tried this a couple of times, and I will say it just has a ton of coverage, like, and a little goes a long way with this. Like, it spreads on really, really well because it is a full coverage foundation. But the thing I liked about this when I wore it the few times that I did was that it's a very matte, like instantly matte foundation. Oh god, that's all over my lips. I think today I'll do like a real test, like wear test on it, because I haven't done that yet. The few times that I have worn this was just like at the end of the night, when every once in a while, typically at the end of the night, is when I like play and test products. And that's kind of like my way to kind of see like what my plan is for the next day. Well, with new products. I'm mumbling so much. This is like my first time playing with this with like actual lighting. It spreads really nicely with the like a beauty sponge, and it looks flawless. My pores are nice and smooth. It looks matte. And I'm just going off of what I know and what I own. It reminds me of what this what the L'Oreal Pro Matte looks like, but it feels much lighter than the Pro Matte. That's so pretty. The only thing at the moment I can notice that's like a flaw is like this part there. It just looks a little creasy, but it's very pretty. Who knows? I mean, I have like he made me the tiniest sample and I've used it 2 times on my whole face. You just need a few, like I wouldn't imagine you would need a full pump. I don't own a really high-end foundation, actually. Alright, the next thing I'm going to play with, I'm just going to kind of work on the face for a while, are these concealers. These are the Colourpop concealers. My sister ordered them right away, but then they were like, they never got sent to her. It was crazy. So she reordered them, and we both were kind of looking at the colors, and we decided on like a few, and then she ended up getting 4. So, color I have is in Deep Golden, which is more like a foundation or like contour color, which maybe I should play with that with contour, I'm not sure. Golden 40, Golden Medium Tan 35, and Medium 30. These colors are so similar. In person they look way too light, but when you actually apply them on, they don't look as crazy. So I think I'm going to do the Golden 40 underneath my eyes. Whoa, that's a lot of coverage. I've only tested these on the back of my hand. I feel like I put too much already. Did I put too much? Alright. Oh, that's really pretty. Whoa, that's like the easiest blend. Kind of looks like the Shape Tape concealer in terms of how full coverage it is, but it just feels a little thinner. I like that. That was pretty neutral. It's super, it's not lightening underneath the eyes. So I could probably go on with the lighter one. Maybe the medium tan. Let me put a little medium tan underneath there. I'm really washed out in the viewfinder, but hopefully I'll put medium tan. Oh, that's pretty good. These are really pretty colors. Wow, it looks really smooth. I like that. And there's like, they're like pretty big. They're pretty chunky. All right, cool. I like that a lot. I was in Walgreens and I was looking at the Wet n Wild section and there was like a big Walgreens. So anyways, I wanted to stop in and see what their Wet n Wild selection was. And they had a contour stick. So this is the Contour Wet n Wild stick in the color 805, Call Me Maple. They had like 4 colors. Oh, that's a pretty. It's like not too golden and not too ashy. I'm gonna use a dual fiber brush with this though. Oh my gosh, that's like perfect for my forehead. Because my forehead always is like really dark here, and it takes a while for it to kind of lighten up in the wintertime. I'm going to use this more as a bronzer. Wow, it blends really nice. I never use products like this, but I was really intrigued when I saw this. Oh my gosh, that's really pretty. Wow, I really like that. I'm going to put a little bit more just right there. Just gonna take a little bit like this. I'm like super excited about this. I haven't been this excited about something in a while. Wow. You know what it does? It actually creates like a nice dewiness, which it's very pretty, but I'm wondering I'm wondering if that totally is gonna mess up the way the foundation underneath wears. So, but so far I really think it's pretty. Alright, I'm going to use one of these concealers as my eyeshadow primer. I'm using the medium tan, which is the lightest of the selections, which is still a really pretty undertone. I like these a lot. I'm going to use this as my primer. And then I'm going to set that with my, this is not a Soap and Glory product. This is actually my Banana Powder in Banana, which I repackaged and put into this because it's just better and it like kind of goes in there nicer. So I'm going to set that so my eyeshadows will glide on better. I'm also going to set my under eye area just because I do that anyways. Bronzer looks amazing. I've like never, wow. Like I'm really skeptical about cream bronzers. But this is like beautiful. Everything's sitting really nicely. I may not even put any bronzer on top. We'll see. I'm using my Nars bronzer as, this is in the color Casino. I'm using that as my transition color. I just don't use it often. It's actually one of the products I featured in my, one of my most recent videos. I was talking about how products, there's just some products that I used to love and I used to tell you guys all about them. And then I kind of fell out of love with them. So this was one of them. But I did say I'm going to try to use it every day as a transition color. I just pretty much have it out on my vanity. So I can use it every day. So I'm going to do a pretty basic eye look with this because I've been wanting to try this so much. I actually got a sample at MAC of the pigment called Cornflower. It's like a, it's almost like a periwinkle color, but it has some shimmer in there. And, you know, I work there, I freelance there a lot, and every once in a while there's a color that I like. I look at it and I'm like, oh, have I ever played with you before? And like that was one of them. So I'm gonna do that with this. First tap it onto the top, tap some off, and then I'm gonna spray that with some misting spray. This one's the Make It Last. Why haven't I played with you before? That's pretty. Yeah, I think it looks better the more you spray. Just kind of creates a better flat, nice surface. Oh wow, I love this. I love periwinkle colors on like tan skin. I think it looks so pretty. And it kind of has a little bit of like a purple action going on there. I kind of just want that just all over the lid. Yes. Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing on the other eye. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. This color is like adorable. Yeah, if you can get a sample at MAC, I would do it. I mean, samples last you forever when it comes to pigments. Oh, I'm so glad I tried that. I like just looks very like, and it kind of accentuates like a tanned skin too, which I like. Oh yeah, I was gonna use this, which I actually, let me know if you guys would be interested in doing this. I have the Sephora Stick Foundation. They just came out with a bunch, and this was actually called their Make No Mistake Foundation and Concealer Stick. So let me know if you guys want me to do a full-on review on this and like a wear test. That would be kind of cool. But yeah, this is the color foundation stick. And I've never used foundation sticks, so that could be kind of cool for me to test that out for you guys. So let me know in the comments below, okay? Alright, now that I have that on, I'm going to put a little bit of eyeliner. This is the Skinny Liner from Wet n Wild. It's amazing. It's super, super fine, so you can get really, really close to your lashes without like, you know, if you just want like a line without a liner, this is great for that. I like felt tips a lot. I think brush tips are pretty too, but they're just easier. These are easier. So I'm doing this thin liner because I am going to add some lashes. In the meantime though, I'm going to fill in my brows with the NYX Pencil in Ash Brown. The mascara I'm going to be using on my top and bottom lashes is the Wet n Wild Skinny. This is my second tube. I really like this mascara. It's great. And then I'm going to put my lashes on. The lashes I'm using, I will kind of insert them right here, and I'll put the details below. So I'm going to be doing that, and I'll be right back. Alright, my lashes are on. My eyebrows are on. This lash always just does its own thing in the inner corner. I like this. It's very simple on the eyes, right? Alright, so for my bottom lashes, I'm just going to put on the Skinny Mascara. I'm not going to put anything on underneath there. I don't think I want to. Oh, I totally didn't bring any blush or bronzer. Here, let me use, I'm going to use the Casino bronzer only because it's out here. I already talked about how I don't like it. In person I look super tan, so I'm not going to overdo it. Okay, now I'm going to use this new highlighter that my sister finally got me in the last video. You guys know I was waiting for it. This is the Maybelline Chrome Master Chrome in the color Molten Golden. I've only seen this on display like once or twice, and I didn't see any other colors besides this one, but that was just at my Walgreens, so I'm not sure how it is. So let's see how this plays with others. That's pretty. Alright, I'm going to dip a little bit of that on my inner corner. Just going to have a little bit of shimmer on there. Ah! I'm going to put a teeny bit under my brow. The light today is insane, so sorry about that. That stinks. These off. These are awesome. Okay, I'm gonna spray my face really quickly with the Make It Last setting spray. I think I spray too much all the time, but I just love the way it smells. So before that completely dries, I'm gonna go in again with that Master Chrome highlight and just kind of like lay it on the highest points. For my last product that's new to me, I'm going to be using this color. It's called Cream in Your Coffee. Every time I see this color in the display, I'm always like, I want that, I want that. And it's just like, it's very similar to Midi Mauve. It's just a little bit deeper, and it's a great like mid-tone pink. It's just like a really good like neutral color. So pretty, right? It just like goes with a lot of looks, and I already added that to my kit, so I'm excited to use it because I know that a lot of brides will benefit from that color. Alright guys, that's the finished makeup. I really like the way it came out. Alright, so let's talk about the products because I like giving a rundown of what I really thought. So this foundation, I have to say, it's kind of amazing. I don't want to love it because obviously it's like a Marc Jacobs foundation and I don't even look at the price. I just grabbed a sample. I don't know if I might need to go out and run and buy it because I think there's a lot of other foundations that I own that do very similar things in terms of like a matte foundation, full coverage, very like flawless skin. But this is a really pretty foundation. So if you hear the hype, it's kind of the hype is real. It's really pretty. The concealers, these concealers that I use from Colourpop, they're really nice. I think they gave me full coverage underneath the eyes. They are a little bit lighter in terms of texture formula than the Tarte Shape Tape, but there's just so many colors, and I know that the Tarte Shape Tape has like just like it's a pretty wide selection, but in terms of every color, it doesn't have every color. And these have a ton of colors, like it's just insane. I am gonna try to use this darker one as a contour shade in my next tutorial demo. Maybe I'll do that with my Sephora stick foundation that I already asked you guys if you want me to do that. So if you guys want me to do that, leave that in the comments below or just thumbs up the video so I know. But yeah, maybe I'll use this guy as the kind of contour shade. But these are great. I really like these and they're super inexpensive. And there's so many good shades that work for me. Like all of these shades work for me. You can't really like fudge up too badly if you go and buy your color. Like 1 or 3 of them could work underneath your eyes, but these are all really great and I'm going to use these a ton. And I like it as my eyeshadow primer. It worked really well. Alright, the next thing that I used, this is the Wet n Wild stick, the little contour stick. This is actually really good. I'm telling you, something about Wet n Wild I just love. I always use their skinny mascara. I always use their skinny liner. And their foundation and their powder. I mean, their concealer too. Everything from Wet n Wild is really great. But this is really good. I've never really used contour sticks or foundation sticks or highlighting sticks, but I don't have any bronzer. I set a little bit on top, but for the most part, this is everything. Like, this is really good. It actually like made my skin nice and dewy and like skin-like. So I really like this and I can't wait to use this some more. So, but this is the first time where I wore it in a full look and I really love the way it came out. So I'm going to be wearing this some more. And the next product that I tried out was the eye pigment from MAC. It's called Cornflower. It's one of those products I never really hear anybody talk about and I really love the color. It's just a pretty like periwinkle, baby blue, kind of purple, lavender mixture. Yeah, it's just one of those like pigments that works really pretty and they work really well. So I really like that one and I'm glad I played with that. Then the next guy is the Master Chrome from Maybelline. This is a really pretty highlighter. I will say it's very gold, so if you don't love gold highlighters, you may not love this one. I like it a lot. It's legit. I mean, people have been talking about this for a while. I'm a little late on this, but my sister found it at the store. I'm so happy she gave it to me. Look how pretty that is. And then the last product that I used that's newer to me was this Cream in Your Coffee lipstick from MAC. This lipstick's amazing. I just think it's a really beautiful, neutral, neutral mauve pinky nude color for girls who have tan skin. It's very similar to Midi Mauve. I think this one has a little bit more of a pigment towards it, and it's very creamy, so it does have a shine in there, so you don't have to add any gloss on top of it. So overall, I really liked all the products. I was so happy to play with them, and I'll let you guys know how it wears throughout the day. I'll kind of talk about it on Snapchat, so if you don't follow me on Snapchat, make sure you do. It's Susie Morales MUA on there, and then I am Susie Morales MUA on Instagram. So I always give you guys makeup inspo on there and updates on different foundations, concealers, and how things wear. But yeah, this was, I like this a lot. I'm glad I tried this out. And these lashes are sickening. I love them. They're from Ardell. Alright, that's it for me, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.